Sung with gospel quartet. He has been an evangelist with his ministry even before coming to America. Came to America 8 years ago and is on the road constantly. He's a member of First Baptist Church, but he is taken week after week and sings all over the United States. He goes back to England regularly. He has just sung with Billy Graham in his crusades. He just sung with everybody. And one unique thing, when you listen to what he does, he's got a charisma that you'll love him right away. I mean, it's just, you know, you just fall in love with Andrew immediately. But his real heart is seen in his music. He sings nothing but his own songs that he's written. And so you're going to see that you're going to see his heart through what he sings. And we just want you to enjoy yourselves. We're going to ask, however, that you not tape anything. So, we just don't do that. That's not copacetic in a concert. And if you don't know what copacetic is, I'm not real sure myself. But I do have some wonderful news for you, however. You can get most of what you hear on his tapes. And he's brought some tapes. Now, they're not an awful lot, so you maybe have to run to the Piccadilly. And he just reminded me that Piccadilly is a great English name back here, so he's happy to have his tapes in the Piccadilly room right adjacent to us. So you just sit back, relax. Andrew's going to close the program when it's over, but just remember he does have tapes, and those will be available afterwards and until they're gone. So Andrew, we're just happy to have you concertize with us. Bless you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Good afternoon. Well, we may even turn some of these lights down. We might light me up and all kinds of things. Songs have been sung for 1,000,001 other reasons. That's just nice. Songs have been written especially for those with the blues. I hope there's no one here with the blues today. But I've got a song, and it comes from the music inside me. Lord, it's a song about life. It's a song about you. About you. Ooh, what a good reason. Ooh, what a good reason to sing. You are my Lord, my everything, my everything. Ooh, have an obvious need for direction. Lord, let the words of my song be a light on their way. Oh, help me to sing it for those who are lost and are lonely, so they can begin to discover the reason you came. Oh Lord, you came. Ooh, what a good reason. Ooh, what a good reason to sing. You are my Lord, my everything, my everything. Ooh, what a good reason. Ooh, what a good reason to sing. You are my Lord, my everything, my everything. Ooh. Thank you. I need you to help me because this is what we call an opening song. I wrote it particularly for young people. Haha, here you are. And it's an opener, as they say. I want you to sing like with me or after me. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. The last line is very difficult. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. That's close enough, you'll get it. On the word what is where you clap. You go, that's what friends are for. Okay? On the word what. All right, here are a couple of songs put together all about friendship, what it means to us, how important it is. So when I say everybody, that's when you sing. Would you oblige me with a smile or two? I want to spend a little time with you. I want to say, howdy, how do you do? But that's what friends are for. A little comfort if you're feeling sad. I'll boost your confidence if times are bad. I'll share some music, a song and chat. 'Cause that's what friends are for. Everybody now. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. If you should need a helping hand, I'm here. I'll take the time to lend a listening ear. You win a victory and I'll give a cheer. 'Cause that's what friends are for. Everybody, that's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. When you want some fun, when you're on the run, when your dreams are almost out of sight and you really need someone, when you're at the top, when the project flops, when you need someone to keep you cool because the pressure gets too hot, when you need straight A's, when you miss the grade, when they pass around the offering plate and you need a little change, when the road is rough, when the going's tough, when you need someone to lean upon, a person you can trust. Everybody, that's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. I want to lift your spirit higher. I want to see you with your heart's desire, yeah. And if you ask me to pray, I will, everybody now. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. One more time, everyone. That's what friends are for. 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 Yes, that's what friends are for. Here's a song, you know, we like to do some up-tempos right at the beginning of the concert to because it's 5 o'clock and I know what happens at 5 o'clock. You've been out, you've done this, and you haven't recovered from lunch yet, and you didn't get a nap yet, and so we have to kind of keep the pace going for a little while, and then we'll slow it down when you say, oh yes, you know, that's nice. All right, here's a song that's about the Good Samaritan, or based on the Good Samaritan, but it's a personal testimony, talking about friendship and how I've come alive again. Sad, broken and sore, you came along, saw me crying there, bruised, I was lonely and hurt, burned out and left to die. Ooh, what kind of friends could walk right on by, leaving me there such a long, long time. Oh, but Jesus, you came, offered help through your name, and I'm alive. I'm alive again, Jesus, and it's thanks to you. I'm alive again, Jesus, just because of you. I'm alive again, Jesus, and it's thanks to you. I'm alive again, Jesus, just because of you. I'm alive. How can I prove? Once I was dead, now I'm born again. How can I ever explain a lamb that was slain now lives? Ooh, I've been washed in his blood, and I'm kept by his power. Faultless I'll stand in that final hour. Oh yes, he paid the price with the gift of his life, and I'm alive. I'm alive again, Jesus, and it's thanks to you. I'm alive again, Jesus, just because of you. I'm alive. I'm alive again, Jesus, and it's thanks to you. I'm alive again, Jesus, just because of you. I'm alive again, Jesus, just because of you. I'm alive again, Jesus, and it's thanks to you. I'm alive again, Jesus, just because of you. I'm alive. Lots of people search for treasure in a pot of gold, and there are those who live for pleasure. Ask me how I know. I was in that same location with lots of broken dreams. Then I found him, sweet salvation. I guess the Lord found me. When I say I found the Lord, here's what I mean. I was a lost and a lonely sheep. I guess the Lord found me. The Lord found me. sunshine through my dismal past. Jesus led me by still waters, I was home at last. If you're seeking, you will find him, you know just what I mean. He's the good and faithful shepherd, he's everything you need. When I say, I found the Lord, here's what I mean. I was a lost and lonely sheep, I guess the Lord found me. The Lord found me. I found the Lord, here's what I mean. I was a lost and lonely sheep, I was that lost and lonely sheep, I guess the Lord found me. The Lord found me. Come on in, everybody, come on in. Aren't you glad tonight, or this afternoon, aren't you glad just to know that it isn't what we have done? You know, it's the message of grace. Sometimes we get carried away, you know, especially when we've just received Christ into our lives. Some of you know what it was like, you remember. You got so excited and you went out and you wanted to tell the whole world, I found God, you know, and people are used to that kind of crank running around, and they say, wow, they got religion. But finally, then after a while, it sinks in. Of course, God knows what we mean when we say, I found God, but it's far more scriptural, and it's humbling to discover. As you open the Word of God and get into it, you discover, yeah, I was lost, and He found me. That's wonderful. Why should He do it? Oh, what a work of grace. Here's a song that's probably the most known of all my songs. I'm just going to throw something in, though. Let's see if I'm doing very well. All right, I'm just going to throw something in that isn't on my program, and the list of songs that I choose for my concert tonight aren't necessarily those. Sounds like some kind of, you know, like they say on television, you know, the views expressed on the program, not necessarily those of the management, you know. But the songs I'm singing this afternoon are not necessarily those that I would sing in your church on Sunday morning. I think you guessed that, didn't you? But here's a song I thought you'd be interested to know. I don't read notes, I play by ear. I started out playing when I was in my teens, and I started out like this. Some of you play like that? And then, of course, my friends couldn't believe it. This isn't an ego trip, it's just I want to illustrate something, how God can take the little things of our lives, the things we didn't think were that important, and He can use them for His glory. I started to play like this, my friends couldn't believe it. The first song I ever wrote, I'm just going to sing a verse and a chorus of it if I can. I haven't recorded this song. I never sing it in church on Sunday morning, or in church, generally not at all. Here it is, the first song I wrote in my teens. Brent, this isn't on the program. You'll never walk alone as long as you have Jesus with you. No, you'll never talk alone as long as you have Jesus talk with you. It puts the joy into your heart, it never will depart from you. Now if you'll take the Savior at His word, your life shall surely be filled with the power of the risen Lord, and you'll always have liberty. You'll never walk alone as long as you have Jesus with you. Never, never alone. Oh, you'll never talk alone as long as you have Jesus talk with you. Never, never alone. He puts the joy into your heart, it never will depart from you. I'll say it again. He'll put such joy into your heart, it never will depart from you. One more time. He'll put such joy into your heart, it never will depart from you. Oh, thank you. Please, please, don't stop. No, I just, no, really, I'll tell you the real reason I sang that song is because I knew that there were Methodists here and you like that kind of music. But probably it was, you can't believe what a wonderful experience it was last year. Talking about coming from England here, I don't read music like I said. I embraced the gift some years ago, and I thank the Lord for the songs that He's given and inspired along the way. And Sue and I, as you gather, we co-write together some songs. Some songs I do entirely on my own, and people say, words and music, yes. How do you do that? Well, you put it on a tape and you send it off and it comes back all written out, and that's, I can't dwell on that, but that's how it's done. There is no miracle attached to how it gets written out, at least not on my part. It's a miracle that just comes back that way. You can't imagine what a wonderful thrill it was last year to be in England in the summer and to hear a 3,000 plus choir singing Born Again. And here I'd been away from England, and people ask me, don't you have a real kind of earnest feeling, don't you really feel for the people in England? Only 2% even attend church. Yes, I do, and for years I thought, oh, that's been a tough one for me. How can I go to America where there's so much evangelism, and here in England they really need it, you know? And isn't it unique that if I'd spent all those years whilst I've been over here, if I'd been in England, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing on a large scale. It's because I came to America. It's because Sue and I, we felt the Lord's leading over here. We became known over here. My songs took off. And then last year, I sang for more people via satellite across Great Britain, and for 47,000 people in the arena. I was able to sing to more people than if I'd lived over there all those years. You know what I'm talking about. Help me with the song, if you will. It was a wonderful honor to hear, a wonderful moment to hear Englishmen singing about being born again. It was like revival had come, you know. When I get to the chorus, would you join me? This has to be the most known of my songs, yet so simple. You may think it foolish what I'm going to say. I'm not ashamed, no, not ashamed. One day I prayed, Jesus, take my sin away. And that's when I was born again. Everyone help me. Born again, there's really been a change in me. Born again, just like Jesus said. Born again, just like Jesus said. Born again, and all because of Calvary. I'm glad, so glad. I'm glad, so glad that I've been born again. Are you glad you've been born again? One man came to Jesus, John and chapter 3. He was so afraid, oh, so afraid. Master, you're from God, I really do believe. And Jesus said, be born again. Everyone help me again. Born again, there's really been a change in me. Born again, just like Jesus said. Born again, and all because of Calvary. I'm glad, so glad that I've been born again. One more time, everyone. Born again, there's really been a change in me. I've been born again, just like Jesus said. Born again, and all because of Calvary. I'm glad, so glad that I've been born again. I'm glad, so glad that I've been born again. I like it when the Bible says that the ways of the Lord are beyond our natural thinking. You know, the natural mind cannot even understand. It's very often. And, you know, here in England, we were singing about being born again. And it's just beyond me. I would never have guessed. I look back and I say, yes, you remember the first song I sang on the cruise? Only God could have done this. Only God could have done that. You know, and I think so often there are moments in our lives, for us to come to America, it was crazy. Even my brother, my oldest brother, I have 5 brothers and a sister, but my oldest brother, he said, no insurance, no pension, no this, no that, and you're going over there and you're going to just do this and this. And it was a walk of faith. But now when we look back, can't you see the wisdom of God? It's just absolutely incredible. It's no wonder people don't understand it. Here's a song, I've already sung it once, but I've got to do it again because it was inspired, as I said, through a message of Dr. Stanley's, and also it is beyond our understanding, this thing about being crucified, our old nature, and yet being made alive. Crucified and yet I live. Grace, wonderful grace that flowed when He rescued my dying soul. He took the blame, and I've been forgiven. All my sin was nailed there with Him, crucified, and yet I live. Christ has set me free. I'll never be the way I was because He lives in me. Crucified, and yet I live. Christ has set me free. I'll never be the way I was because He lives in me. Grave, where is your victory? And death, where is your hold on me? Jesus has died to provide salvation. He said, I'm the resurrection. Crucified, and yet I live. Christ has set me free. I'll never be the way I was because He lives in me. Crucified, and yet I live. Christ has set me free. I'll never be the way I was because He lives in me. Grave, where is your victory? And death, where is your hold on me? I've been crucified, and yet I live. Christ has set me free. I'll never be the way I was because He lives in me. Crucified, and yet I live. Christ has set me free. I'll never be the way I was because He lives in me. Yes, I've been crucified, and yet I live. Christ has set me free. Oh, I'll never be the way I was because He lives in me. Thank you. Come on in if you're coming in, that's fine. You know, the other day, Sue and I wrote a new song, and it was, we wrote it primarily for Dr. Robert Schuler's program because he was doing a series on the happy attitudes. Some of you have seen that. You know, and I think I've had it's just been such a wonderful privilege to, you know, I really mean this. I'm not looking for sympathy, but I say, little old me, you know, with this this kind of, you know, you put together some, and here you can't imagine. I come from Dairyland, England, you know, down in the countryside, and here I'm the youngest of 7 children, the only one with a Bible name. I know this sounds a little introspective, but it gives you a little background on me. The only one in my whole family on both sides who have anything to do with music, and it's almost like if my mother and father didn't really tell me that I was their child, you know, really say, yes, you are our child, I would have said I was a misfit. For years I was introduced, you know, the rest of the family would say, this is Gordon, this is Douglas, this is Joy, and this is Andrew. He's the religious one, you know. You know what that's like. But it's just been amazing just to think of how I could come from that background, and here I get the honor of singing for folks like Dr. Stanley and Robert Schuller and Billy Graham. It's just been absolutely miraculous. If Sue and I, the other day we wrote this song, you know, I said if our lives could be summed up in 2 words, it would have to be these: truly blessed. We have 2 daughters, Sarah Louise, she'll be 12 in March, and Annabelle, she's 8 and going to be 9 in May. They are just the most beautiful, wonderful, exciting children you've ever seen and been around in your life. Right now they're probably home getting the breakfast table ready for the morning before they go to bed, and putting the clothes away, and probably vacuuming the house, and maybe even the car will be shined by the time they get home. You know, they're just, these children, you've never seen anything like it. They're incredible. You know. But right now, here's a song that it blesses me, because it says, if you are hungry, and I know you are, that's why you're here, if you hunger and thirst after righteousness, the Bible says you will be well and truly fed. That's exciting. Blessed are the pure, they will see God in all His splendor. They'll proclaim that He is so wonderful. Blessed are the humble, for they'll share in His kingdom. He has promised comfort to those who weep. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. They will be well supplied and fed. They will be truly blessed. Blessed are the seekers of peace and those who suffer. He will give them joy that will never cease. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. They will be well supplied and fed. They will be truly blessed. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. They will be well supplied and fed. They will be truly blessed. They will be truly blessed. They will be truly blessed. So many people, by the way, if during the next couple of days there should be a song that you hear this afternoon, you think, oh, he might not sing that again, I'd love to hear that again. Should it fit in, and should it be just the right thing, and I will be happy to repeat a song or 2. However, I have to draw a line somewhere, we'll just see what happens. But I know that I may have some songs here that you might want to hear again. One of the songs that's become perhaps quite well known, maybe I shouldn't even talk about how well known a song is anymore. Let's just consider the fact that here's a song that I can sing to God, I can sing to you, my family, and I can even sing it for the sake of the unborn. So many people travel around today trying to motivate people in the area of success in their lives. That's all fine and dandy, as they say. But I'm thrilled to be a part of a cruise where the man of God says, from the Word of God, that it's Christ who is our life. Christ in you, the hope of glory. That's what makes me a winner. It isn't just because I take this product, or I do this, or I have this workout machine, or we're so geared to success, and all of that's nice, but the core of what makes us tick as believers is Christ in us. So here's a song called The Winner's Song. Lord, you're beautiful as a rose can be. You're living in the love of my heart. Your family, you belong to me. Nothing's gonna keep us apart. Oh, nothing's gonna keep us apart. Made a loser sing a winner's song. It's the beauty of your love that makes me so strong. With a winner's song. You knew that I was a helpless child who happened to be needing a friend. Win or lose, you were there to prove your love would make me win in the end. Oh, your love would make me win in the end. Sing a winner's song. It's the beauty of your love, and it makes me so strong. With the winner's song, and I don't know a better way for life to go on. Lord, you have made the loser sing song. It's the beauty of your love, and it makes me so strong. With the winner's song. Everybody here can sing the winner's song. If you were watching In Touch a little while back, not so long ago, you'll remember Dr. Stanley did a series, or at least one message about putting on the whole armor of God. Was that a series? Pardon? It was a sermon. It was a message. And Sue and I, we got together. I listened to the tape over, and I thought, wow, there's a song here. And so we put together a song. I think, if those of you who haven't heard it, I hope you're going to like it. Every day, the enemy knows where our weak points are, our weak spots, but every day we can put on the whole armor of God. Doesn't mean nothing's going to go wrong, but it does mean we have great protection. And so here it is. Put your armor on. Let the name of the Lord be lifted high, put your armor on, sound the battle cry. He wants every man, woman and child to survive. Let the trumpet sound, let the fight begin. With your armor on, you will surely win. Oh, don't be afraid, don't let this threaten your life. Put your armor on, put your armor on. The enemy will tremble. Put your armor on, and when the battle's over, when the victory's won, you'll be glad you took the time to put your armor on. With sword and shield you will overcome. Every battle fought is a battle won. Be strong in your mind, put on his helmet of light. If your feet are shod with his words of peace, you will not back off from the enemy. Oh, don't be afraid, put on the armor and fight. Put your armor on, put your armor on. The enemy will tremble. Put your armor on, and when the battle's over, when the victory's won, you'll be glad you took the time to put your armor on. We do not go out there, this is where I stand up for at least one song, we do not go out there, when I say out there, in our world, well, whatever that entails, in the office, some of the ladies, you have people over in your home visiting you, gentlemen, some of you are out on the road perhaps as a salesman or whatever your occupation, but in our world we do not go out there without power. As we've heard, we go out endued with power from on high. We're commissioned to go out and share. And somebody, so often we wonder, do people know that we are Christians? And so here's a song that will perhaps inspire you. It's based on Peter on the day of Pentecost when he burst out into the streets. We've heard about it. He's now a changed man, and he's got the courage to even stand up and say, in spite of those who've come to sneer, I'm going to tell you, I've seen him, he's alive. So here it is, it's called I've Seen Him. I've seen him down in the marketplace. Come, children, dance in the street. I've seen him, he's alive again, he's alive in me. I've seen him work a miracle, I saw him nailed to a tree. But I've seen him come alive again, he's come alive in me. He's alive in me. How can I dare to stand up and share with so many who just came to sneer? I want to say that I've seen him today, and I know that there's nothing to fear. I've seen him down in the marketplace. Come, children, dance in the street. I've seen him, he's alive again, he's alive in me. I've seen him work a miracle, I saw him nailed to a tree. But I've seen him come alive again, he's come alive in me. He's alive in me. No better place than here in the face of uncertainty, darkness and gloom. This is the time, open your eyes, take a look at my Lord's empty tomb. I've seen him down in the marketplace. Come children, dance in the street. I've seen him, he's alive again. He's alive in me. Aren't you glad to know that because he lives, we live also? If the same Spirit that raised up Christ from the dead dwell in you, he shall quicken your mortal body. Come on, everybody, help me clap along there. Here we go. I've seen him down in the marketplace. Come, children, dance in the streets. I've seen him, he's alive again. He's alive in me. I've seen him work a miracle. I saw him nailed to a tree. But I've seen him come alive again. He's come alive in me. I've seen him down in the marketplace. Come, children, dance in the streets. I've seen him, he's alive again. He's alive in me. I've seen him work a miracle. I saw him nailed to that tree. But I've seen him come alive again. He's come alive in me. He's alive in me. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. All right, Brent, anytime you're ready, you can roll this next song. I wrote this song whilst I was in the midst of a personal battle, you might say. Aren't they all? I was down in my music room. Sue and the girls were in England for Sue's sister's wedding. My basement was flooded the same weekend, and my music room was kind of sopping wet, and I was going to spend some days writing. And isn't it always the same? Just as you're ready to do something, look for inspiration, very often you come under attack. Just when you say, Lord, I want to follow after you. Lord, I want to seek after, I want to pursue righteousness. That's the moment. It's like the enemy heard what you said and moves in. Well, the Lord answered my prayer. This song I wrote as a prayer, and I'll tell you after what happened. Listening to Dr. Seaman, I'm aware of the fact that we have to build our lives on a firm foundation. Jesus said, if you love me, you'll do as I say, and you'll be like a wise man and build upon the rock. If you've had a shattering experience, you can still start building. Some of you, I'm sure, are doing that. Maybe this is your prayer. Cover me, Lord, with your presence. Cover me, Lord, with your righteousness. Cover me, Lord, with your holiness. Lord Jesus, cover me. I need your protection from danger and harm. Shelter me safe in your strong, loving arms. Help me to see there's no cause for alarm. Lord Jesus, cover me. Cover me, Lord, with your presence. Cover me, Lord, with your righteousness. Cover me, Lord, with your holiness. Lord Jesus, cover me. Under your shadow, I won't be afraid. Cover me, Lord, till the storm blows away. And then, in the heat of a beautiful day, Lord Jesus, cover me. me. Don't clap, please, for a moment, because, believe it or not, time has moved along so quickly that I'm going to sing just one more song. Isn't that amazing? When I say the Lord took care of my situation here, I hadn't mentioned that the same weekend, it seems like when the enemy comes in like a flood, you know, that's absolutely a fact. But the Lord raises up a standard. And that same weekend that Sue and the girls were in England, and my basement was flooded, I had arrived back from California only to find that my brand new van had been stolen from the Atlanta airport. So I was really down in the dumps. But Sue knows when I called, she was in England, I said, oh, the van's gone and the baby, you know, the whole thing. I wasn't crying, but I was really kind of miserable, you know. And I just wanted her to enjoy her time in England. You know, just let her know that I wasn't missing her at all. And however, lo and behold, just to illustrate a point, the builder, we found a crack in our patio, and the house was like 2 or 3 years old. And it's unheard of, I'm told, in America, but the builder came back, he had no guarantee to do it, and he completely re-poured our patio again for free. That was wonderful. Sue and the girls, of course, came back from England, and I had this lovely new song, which really blessed me. You know, I say, Lord, don't let me go through this just to write a new song, please, you know, every time. I don't want to do that. But sometimes out of pain comes creativity, and you can empathize with other people. And then finally, how about this? The insurance company, some of you are insurance agents, I'm sure. The insurance company gave me what was it, Sue, like the full value of the van, enough to buy a brand new van only a newer year. It was incredible. Now that's what you call covering me. You know, that's not just an insurance policy, that's assurance, knowing that when the storm blows and all that, everything's all right, the foundation is firm. So if you forget everything else I've said today about me and music and all that, remember this, that Jesus said, if you are a wise person, even if you've made a mess up of your life up until now, if you're a wise person, you will listen to what he says and then do it. And that's what I am endeavoring to do. And one more thing, let me say that Sue and I have lived on the same street for 7 years. We are trying to establish, we want our children to be raised in the same house if possible, so they'll always have memories, good memories. We have a good neighborhood, and we're getting to know our neighbors, and it isn't one of those transient areas. We just all want to get to know each other, and we're having a great time together. So we're putting down our roots, just to let you know we really love it here in America. But more important than that, we're just so thrilled to know that our citizenship is in heaven. It was interesting coming into the dock, you know, and the immigration here, we go through as foreigners almost, you know, here all of you Americans go through. It's just incredible. But we are completely resident aliens. We do everything but vote. That's the only thing I can. And I wouldn't have changed the way people voted last time anyway, you know. It's okay. It's all right with me. It's all right with me, that's all right. Finally, let me say, would you say thank you to Brent, who took care of the sound and the lighting and everything back there. Thank you, Brent. And for those of you who came in late, I haven't mentioned it before, I'm not going to mention it again, but I do have tapes, some tapes left in the Piccadilly room, so at your leisure, when you are in there, you can have a look. A lot more songs than I could possibly sing in these few days are on those tapes. You can take the songs home with you. I hope you will enjoy them. If I have the chance and you meet me and you want a little signature, I inscribe them. It's not an autograph, I inscribe them. And I put my favorite verse, which is Psalm 91, verse 1. He or she who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. My final song is a song of thanks and gratitude. I often say, you show me a believer who's not full of thanks and gratefulness to God for what's happened, and there's possibly a person who needs to go back and look again at what Christ has done. He set us free from the prison and the torment of our sin and our past and all of that. Here's my final song. Thank you so much for coming this afternoon. Right after this, you'll be dismissed. You can feel free to go and have dinner. But thank you for coming back. There was so much so many things going on, so much for you to see, and such beautiful weather. I'm just amazed. I'm teasing. All right, my final song is called My Gratitude. Thank you. been so good to get to know so many of you, and still getting to know you too. You found me in the prison, Lord, condemned and doing time for things I didn't really want to do. You know I tried without success to be a better man. Thought that I could make it without you. Chained against the prison wall, Lord, you heard my cry. You broke the chains that held me. You washed me clean inside. What can I do, Lord, to show my gratitude? Thanks for the mountains you helped me to climb. Thanks for the valleys that caused me to find reasons to love you and show my gratitude. Everyone who knows me will admit they've seen a change. They know it's not a phase I'm going through. In spite of all my past mistakes, you've let me live again, free to be a person you can use, free to help my brother, free to love my wife, free to raise my children in the ways of Jesus Christ. I want to thank you and show my gratitude. Thanks for the mountains you helped me to climb. Thanks for the valleys that caused me to find reasons to love you and show my gratitude. Thanks for the mountains you helped me to climb. Thanks for the valleys that caused me to find reasons to love you and show my gratitude. Thanks for those mountains you helped me to climb. Thanks for the valleys that caused me to find reasons to love you and show my gratitude. Oh, thanks for the mountains you helped me to climb. Lord, thanks for the valleys that caused me to find reasons to love you and show my gratitude. God bless you. Have a good day. Thank you.